Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Eras mod. Last time around we beat the Portuguese, but we are now out of movement points, so we're gonna have to head to Central Europe to take a look at what we can do there. We're gonna start off by taking control of Ney's army and moving into clearing out some of the Hessian troops that I've set up in between us and Suchet over at Stuttgart. Let's go ahead and... okay, they retreat. No surprise there. Out to resolve. We ended up losing 500 men. Probably could have done a better job if I actually played the battle, but... not too bad, and not a single unit lost. And there isn't much threatening the Marshal Ney back here, so that is fine. Doesn't have the movement points to attack these, and I'm not gonna leave this area with Suchet. He will dig in. So these small, so far there's only smaller forces around here. The Prussians are the ones to be worried about, because they come with 3 full stacks, and they seem to be coming barreling down directly towards me. Now the Prussians are, of course, also, actually, completely forgot, the Prussians aren't even at war with me. We don't have to worry about the Prussians. The Austrians have to worry about the Prussians, and the fact that there's 3 full stacks coming down here, seemingly to aid the Bavarians against the Austrians. So that's going on. That huge relief, actually, and that kind of means that not much will be happening back and forth here, for a while at least. And I'm not going to try and sort of trigger the Prussians into a response by going after the Bavarians. So maybe here we can then focus north, focus these forces north. And together with Napoleon, which will hopefully sweep into Holland and then onwards. So that'll be fine. We are building a new army here on the Sul. So far he's just been given the troops, as I've been recruiting better troops and sending him over to Napoleon's army. The troops that I no longer needed, I send it to Suchet. So currently is not a great array of troops, but hopefully we will change that soon enough. There's also a lot of Polish troops. So I'm hoping that at some point I might even create a full Polish army, because there's simply so many different Polish units that I might have like a complete full Polish army. Would be nice also then to top it off by having a Polish general. Recently actually found out, I can't remember exactly why, I dove down the Wikipedia sort of, you know, going down into Wikipedia and looking at different stuff, but I was looking at the, if you don't know, the comedian Theo Von, American comedian, and they were discussing something, and they told that they were talking about his full name, which is Theodor Kapitani von Poniatowski, and von is sort of, it means of, so of, you know, John of Brussels, usually indicating of a noble birth. So that was kind of interesting. Of course, Americans do call themselves like Gregory the Third and stuff like that without having any sort of nobility whatsoever. So it could have been that, but as I looked into it, the Poniatowskis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is actually Polish noble family, and they go back to like the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, still own a bunch of land in Poland, I believe. So it's like, okay, well, I didn't know that. Theo Von was a Polish hussar back in the day, kinda. So that was pretty odd. They also, as I was looking through the family, of course there's different branches, I guess, of the Poniatowskis, and I don't know if he's part of the main one. Clearly not, since he ended up in Louisiana. But they were part of the Napoleonic Wars as well, where one of them was even aide-de-camp to Napoleon. So they were part of that as well. Not sure how his part of the family ended up in Louisiana, but that's another story completely, and not the one I'm going to tell here. What we're going to do now is the only army that still has movement points, which is Napoleon. And the Dutch have been running around all over the place. You haven't seen it because I played up this again off camera. The armies of the Netherlands, they were furthest down here. So they've been running around all over the place. So now it's finally time to put them in their place by attacking them. So I'm gonna have Napoleon's army go ahead and attack them here. So we'll see if they might go ahead and intercept me. I barely make it out of Brussels, in the southern part of the Netherlands, before the Dutch go ahead and intercept me. So they bring 2,000 to begin with, followed up by 2,000 against Napoleon's 3,000. Notable things is howitzer for their army. Would be interesting to see if we would have. Now they have carbineers of the president, but these, of course, our own 2nd Regiment Grenadiers, our own Dutch Grenadiers, stem from the Royal Dutch Grenadiers. Wonder if this is the equivalent, but in this case for the president. I do recognize that. Wacht van de president. So the guards of the president, I'm assuming. So we'll have the old royalists meeting the new republicans. Anyways, enough talking. Let's head on to the battlefield and see if we can defeat the Dutch, and maybe even head on towards Amsterdam and completely rue their day. The battle is about to begin. We've got the reinforcements turning up way up here, but the enemy has moved up to meet us. We got a large forest on this side where I'm planning on moving my big Grenadier Brigade. So it's 4 units of Old Guard, which is led by Trillier Chasseur of the Guard. We got 2 batteries set up on the hill here, ready to pound the enemy. And then we got the 2nd Brigade over here. Detached some guard units to join this one. Well, 1 to be precise, because I ran out of non-guards. It would be a little bit too much to have 5 units of guard in one brigade and then just 3 infantry units in this one. So in this one we've got Fusiliers, we've got the 85th and the 93rd Regiment, and then ISIS 2nd Grenadiers, also led by then light infantry. We've got the 2 heavy cavalry squadrons out here, so the 5th Regiment and the 1st, Draghi Chen. Back here we got Napoleon, there's Napoleon, and there's the Mamluk Guard. And then we got the Lancer Regiment out here. As we just saw, I set up the artillery, so we're gonna start bombarding the enemy's artillery right here from the start, as they are a little bit slow with deploying them. Their cavalry is moved into action. Light Dragoons. But as my brigades now have come into their positions, we should be fine. Perfect position actually to absolutely destroy their artillery if my guns could land a few hits. Given what it looks like right now is that my guard brigade is situated to face their entire army with the 2nd Brigade not facing more than 1 cavalry. Potentially, though, we've got reinforcements coming in, complicating the attack here. We also have got the 9th Chasseur Cheval all the way out there. Come on, break some of those guns, will you? Preferably the howitzer. We've destroyed, we've hit some horsemen back here. But no guns as of yet. We'll come into range of their... range enough to fire on their cavalry soon enough. I didn't realize there was some impossible terrain or something that caused problems for the chasseurs. I wonder here... Oh, there's the Carbineers. If a quick dash by the cavalry, killing the Jaegers, and then going after the artillery. Why aren't you firing? God damn it, fire. Alright, form square then. Jipilu forms square as well. Kind of holds up the formation. The rest of the formation will continue to meet the Grenadiers. And then... I doubt the Dutch will make a pass at the Grenadiers. So what I will do is we'll take Nick and this unit and we'll head out to the flank. And we'll take these two. It's impossible terrain here, actually. Actually bring maybe all 4 of them out there. And then the Lancers can sit down in the hole and we'll start flanking from there. While, okay, the square has done its job. So continue to advance here and attack these. Oh, now there's even more of a gap there. Let's dash across the field with the guards. And then cuirassiers move up there. The artillery, have they broken any guns yet? They've yet to hit a single gun. It seems like we would have hit them by now. And at least killed some of them. Okay, the President's Guard. I think they're running, yeah. They'll outrun the guns, so the guns will be lost, so we can get the guns at that point. Look at this here. Here we got a pretty good chance. Jipilu set up there. The rest of this brigade will move there. Alright, the light troops have opened up fire over there. Cuirassiers set up here along the road. You heading into the woods, but then hopefully ready to come out pretty quickly to get the guns there. The light troops in the woods starting firing on the Dutch. They don't know it, but there's nothing protecting these right now, and all the old guard units are being moved out to the flank. Oh, shit. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh, they gave up the fight. With only 5 men lost out of the light unit, they gave up the fight. The cavalry gave up the fight. Let's have the rest of the brigade then hurry up and join. I think I can get the cuirassiers closer even. crest that hill with the lancers out even further in the flank. We're trading fire with the enemy through the woods here. The rest of the brigade is about to come into action as well. Maybe in one fell swoop we are able to attack from all sides simultaneously and blow them up. Finally! Just as I was going in and looking if we're actually hit any of their artillery, we killed the gun. Wonderful. Oh, and we killed 2 howitzer guns right afterwards. Wonderful. I feel like we can push harder here. To really put some pressure on them. I feel like we have a chance here. Okay, let's move a little bit quicker here with the guards. And then these 2 will come swinging in like that, with the lancers repositioned towards there. Should be able to deliver quite a bit of fire down there into the woods. Is his second grenadier? You know what? Yes! That's perfect. Oh. Let's hold off on attacking there. The Royalist Grenadiers are about to hit the Carbineers of the President. Right, prepared to attack. And I want to take out the guns before they deploy. They are deploying. God damn it. That could severely... Ooh, there's a lot of grenadiers there, which are coming through. A lot of Jippiloo to pull back. The guards setting up over here. There's no way they'll be able to push through there. Ooh. Oh, and there's light troops coming through there. I definitely want to stop the grenadiers, but at the same time, you know what we do? Light troops like this. These go through. Heavy cavalry push through here. Get for the lights here. I managed to get the guns. There's a risk here. Here comes the heavy cavalry going after the lights. You're gonna have to form square. I did it just at the last second. There's an attack going on here at the same time. Which is not gonna go well for them. Lancers push through. The heavy cavalry pushed through and hit the 10th Battalion. Izzy is in trouble. These guys have just continued to march straight through. What is the range of our canister? It is enough. Continue to hit these. Join in here. Lancers come up behind and get them. Izzy Square is still holding, and for now the President's guard is not really dealing with it. Alright, they're gonna get destroyed there. And now brought in all the guards there. Let's head through here. I mean, these guys gonna get destroyed. They head this way. All the cavalry heading this way. Lancers start chasing the troops. Oh, is his forced into line?
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
And they're actually broken. We need to save them. The Mamluks and Napoleon will move that way. There's no way I'm gonna allow the enemy to slaughter them. I was too late on forming square. I didn't know what the enemy was doing, just sitting right next to them like that. Hurry up with the line. I want all my cavalry to head this way as the enemy's retreating. A guard needs to come out of the woods. I thought I would get a good opportunity to having the two units fight each other. But it was silly of me. It was silly to be sure. And now the unit might almost be destroyed if it isn't for the Mamluks coming in. The canister has been wrecking these guys. Hold fire, switch to round shot, and then fire on the President's troops. The Hussars is pulling off. And is now met by the Mamluks. And the Hussars are quickly destroyed. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too late for Izzy's Grenadiers there, as they end up almost annihilated through that, with 33 of them making it off the field. God damn it. I don't know how the bloody Hussars were able to break the square like that. It's time to move up the guns, I say. We're gonna have to deal with the reinforcement force right now, which currently is only one grenadier. There's coming another. But at this point, I mean, there's no chance of the enemy winning. It's just their reinforcements trickling in. So, you know what? I will declare this a victory. And here's the result of the battle. We deployed 3,100 men against 4,200 of the Dutch, although fairly few, or kind of a lot of the Dutch never made it onto the field, as they decided it was not worth it and started to retreat their troops shortly after I declared victory. So they have 1,000 men remaining after the battle. We ended up losing 600 men, so we have 2,500 after the battle. Unfortunately, therefore, Izzy's Grenadier. I thought it was a great opportunity to have the two units, the President's Guards and the basically the old adopted Royalist Guard, to fight each other. But then some bloody hussars and light infantry decided to join in. Probably shouldn't have sent them in on their own like that, but or formed square earlier. There's a lot of buts there. In terms of highest kills, it goes to the 1st Regiment of the Cuirassiers with 422, followed by a Grenadier of the Old Guard, followed by the 5th Cuirassiers, followed by a lot of the Trilliers, Lancers, and so on. Cannons ending up quite low. We have the 93rd being seen over here, and the 85th, and so on. Napoleon is awarded 4 kills, or maybe as he rode forwards with his Mamluk Guard to try and save the Grenadiers. He might have caught some stragglers. The Grenadier unit remains, though, and the green replenishment means that they should be back in action in no time. We get a battle marker here. Battle of Brussels is 1815. I would pursue these, but I'd rather go ahead and just protect Brussels for now. We brought in a new unit, the Flanker Grenadier Guard Imperial. So we've got lots of guard units. I'm thinking we're gonna have even more guard units in Napoleon's army, so we're gonna be sending away. I think we're actually even gonna send away the 85th, 90th, and the 93rd, and we're gonna see about getting in another artillery gun here instead of Tunai. So we just have guards for Napoleon's army, which could end up being very expensive. I wonder, since I have the possibility of so many guard units. I mean, if I had 40 stacks, I could fit all of them in one army, but even then it might be too much. With that, we have no more moves to make. So let's go ahead and end turn, see what the enemy comes up with. If there's any additional attacks or what might happen. So let's go ahead and end turn. There weren't a lot of impressive movements by the enemy. The British went ahead and raided us, though, with a smaller force. We have recruitments on Corsica, so I thought the enemy might attack there. However, that was not the case, because they went ahead and left the troops here instead. Which means the garrison here is useless, but just in case we might keep it. It's not going to cost me that much. Gushi will move up. I can hold here, but I might as well just hold the bridge. Or maybe I should have held this bridge. Would have blocked the British coming along the road. It does it anyways. But from here I feel like I have a chance to go directly to Gibraltar. Davout will continue, and he will stop on this hill on the way. There's no way we will not have a bridge battle here, it looks like. They've good replenishment here, the Portuguese. Which will work great for me, because I will probably take that over. We have the possibility of recruiting a special regiment in Spain. Joseph Napoleon's regiment. Although, given Joseph's track record in Spain, it might not be much. The Austrians have joined in with their small force, but they keep bringing in these smaller forces here. I don't know what they're planning on really doing, because there's not enough to do anything. The Austrians here and the Bavarians battered each other quite a bit. It looks like the Bavarians took the brunt of it, and they have lost quite a few troops. It could be that the Austrians will move in and finish off the Bavarians soon enough, which will open up for an attack on us. The Dutch actually brought in more troops into this area. So I'm wondering if Napoleon should actually go bypass all of this, go directly to the capital, defeat the Dutch there, and nullify all these troops that are over here. But I think that will be for next episode. We'll keep it as it is right now. I have 6,000 left. We might go ahead and start the recruitment of a Polish army, but I'm starting to, starting to lose quite a bit of cash. So we might want to hold it here on more troop recruitment. What I'm thinking is the troops that I'm having recruited over here, once it's safe for them to leave Madrid unguarded, we will have them march back, and they will join Soult and his army up in Champagne. That's of course given that Grouchy and Nauvoo is both able to take on the enemy, as we can see here, the Portuguese and then the British. The British will be the first time we face them, so it'll be interesting to see how we fare against British forces. But other than that, there isn't really much to be said. I do have troops here. They can actually also be brought up to fill out this army. And then I do have cannons here. I want some cannons, because the militia on its own isn't going to hold up against any proper attack by the enemy. If I have a few cannons, then I can at least, use canister to kill quite a few of them. I'm thinking, in between turns, I will use Ney to clean out the countryside here up to Württemberg. I was almost about to say it the wrong way. So make sure that this area is kind of clean. The Hessians did hide a force right here, so I know that they're there. And then for the start of next episode, we will go ahead and launch our attack and deal with the Dutch once and for all. I mean, in the amount of troops that Isis Grenadiers regain, they were down to 33 men. With a replenishment, they're already up to 153. So it would, even though they gain like almost more than 100 men actually per turn being replenished from here, which is great, completely wonderful. But we'll go on. I'm thinking here though that once we take Holland, we will actually make it into a vassal state rather than completely incorporating it, because I want to keep moving before the Prussians join in. I want to be able to attack the Hanoverians in Oldenburg and in Hanover and so on, and then we swing around here. Mecklenburg needs to go, as they're blocking my bloody trade. Right. I think we're all on the same page, so it's high time to end this episode. Soon enough, we'll have winter coming along, as well, as it's starting to become pretty late in the year, September. But yeah, enough talking. It's time to end the episode. And with that, I will be saying, as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.